Let's test the drives as part of the Oddball machine. I've got a test PC rig here that I use for various Frankenstein style testing, and I've got one of the drives here. I've actually got it connected via one of these floppy crossover cables here, which is drive A. The mapping, there's actually on this one of these mappings here, these jumpers, that's actually drive 1, so it goes 0, 1, whatever. So you set that to 1 and that will be drive A. It's a bit of a peculiarity of the PC architecture. Anyway, so let's fire it up, and actually it seemed to be okay. It's not complaining. The machine is posting, which is good. We have a look at the BIOS. It's set to 720k. That's the best guess at the moment, 720k. So we'll go into BIOS. The cable that came with it, this one, is a bit corroded. You see there, it's not very nice. And actually, with this cable installed, it doesn't boot. So let's get rid of that. I've got a crappy 720k floppy here, so I'm going to put that in there. I'm choosing 720 because why not? So if we try and go to that, you'll notice that it starts spinning, which is good. So that's a good sign. I can hear some noises, so we'll just fail that. Go back to here. Just make sure that's actually seated properly. Now I have a feeling the head is not moving. So if I do let's have a look at the options here. If I do a format A with a size of 720, unconditional. So in theory that should try and format, but I don't think it's going to work. I think the head is actually not moving. Invalid media or track 0 bad, user disk user unstable, unusable. Disk is unusable. So I reckon potentially the head is not moving. So I think there's a motor that drives that, and there's a position indicator and whatever. You can see that on there. But I have a feeling that motor there is not spinning, and I need to open this up and see whether that is in fact the. I'm just going to try that again actually, and if I keep my finger on it. If I do well, I might as well just do that again. I'll do a directory listing. Yeah, I can't feel that stepper motor moving at all, and I believe that's the one that controls the location of the head. I need to get this apart basically and have a look. With the top of the disc off, we can take a look and see whether there's any head movement. I don't think there is, but we'll see. Yeah, I don't think there is any. Usually you get a little flutter from the disc head. Let me move these screws out of the way before they disappear. Oh, hang on, what was that? I'm trying to read in there. Let's try that again. Yeah, okay. There is disc movement. I saw that disc movement there. Interesting. Okay. Very slight movement. I'm intrigued. Let's have a look at the options here. Let's do an ordinary drive A format and see whether it can auto detect. No, disk is not ready. Okay. What is that other option? There's another jumper there. It says AH. So there's S0123. So there's the drive select, SH and AH. That means I haven't managed to find any documentation for this drive at all, which is really annoying. I wonder whether no. So I've only got options really for 720 on the format, and the rest of them I believe are for 5¼ inch drives. It's interesting that there's actually is trying to. Yeah, actually, I've just realised it's single-sided, isn't it? So there's no. Yeah, there's no read write head on this side of the disc. If I eject the disc, it's a little bit tricky to come out, this thing. Yeah, you can see here there's only a head on the bottom. It's single-sided. Right, doing a little bit more reading. So it could be a 40-track, single-sided, and somebody reckon that it might be possible. Whoops. It might be possible to format this. Let me move this up a little bit. To format this, so we can do an unconditional format of format 180, because it might be a 200. What is it? What did it say? 250k or something. Drive. Well, we can try it anyway. Hang on, we need to put the disc in first, otherwise we ain't going to get anywhere. Parameters not recognised. Hold on. What did I type? Put DOS key on, otherwise we're going to have be going round and round and round. A unconditional format of. I'm sure I typed 180. Maybe I didn't. 180. Parameters not compatible. Oh. Because it probably realises it. Okay, tell you what. Let's do something a bit weird. Let's go into BIOS. Let's set this as a 360k 5¼ That's going to confuse the hell out of it, but hey, whatever, worth a try. So what have we got here? Let's have a look at the options again. So we're going to go with it. What was I typing? Format A unconditional F 170 180. I can't see the keyboard. Wow, it's formatting. And the head is moving. That is crazy. Oh, I love it. Randomness in the extreme. So that I've managed to convince this PC that it's actually a 5¼ inch drive. I don't know whether we'll be able to write any data to it, but hey, doesn't really matter. This is just a test. It seems to be working. Test. Okay. Wow. Apparently that likes it. Okay. Very odd. So let's go into let's go to DOS. It's a bunch of files. Thing is on the piss. Okay, so defrag to A. Let's see if we can copy that. No, I wouldn't have thought so. Oh, seriously? No way. Come on, really? That is extraordinary. Apparently, got 180. I got a 180k. I love it. Okay, cool. Tell you what. Let's. There a text file. Yeah. Let's copy README to A. It doesn't like that. There's errors with that disk there. Ignore that. Yeah, so there might be some defects on that. README.txt. I'm going to delete that. And delete that as well. And I'm going to copy README.txt to A again from blank drive. that's not going to work too well. Okay. Huh, didn't actually get rid of it. That's interesting. See if we can cut. Oh! We get any data off the drive? It's not happy. Oh, there is data. So I've managed to read the right data. It's not perfect. Maybe the disk is a bit dodgy. But I think you'll agree there's data. we've formatted the disk, right? And we've got... That is mental. Cool. So to recap, it's a 3.5 inch drive, single-sided, 40 track maybe. It's an odd one because you wouldn't expect this to be particularly up to date. You know, this machine is old. It's an old word processor, so you know you'd expect it to be a bit retro, and it is seriously retro. Single-sided, 3.5 inch. It's probably, well, I mean, I've seen on there that somebody reckons it's 250k or thereabouts. So yeah, that would probably ring true. I mean, think about a word processor, 250k. I mean, that's low, especially with twin drives. So you're loading up CPM maybe off one of the discs, the other disc you can use for storing your documents. 250k is absolutely huge, or even 200k is absolutely huge for text documents from back in the day. That's actually quite a capable machine, you know, that's impressive. Even though by modern standards, or any standard, it's a bit rubbish, you know, it's not even a 720k disc, it's not double-sided, it's a bit rubbish, but it's interesting. It makes it, it's bittersweet because it kind of makes it a bit useless. But it kind of makes it good as well because it is even more strange as a format. I need to do a bit more investigation. Finding anything about these drives is difficult. I found a reference to a Philips drive which seems to be similar, so I'll drop some information on the wiki about that. And yeah, but amazingly they seem to work. And what I like is the fact that the stepper motor here is robust. When I first powered it up, I thought, this might be a problem. It may be a belt drive, typical kind of thing, you know, and they all just stretch and break. But I don't think it is. I don't think it is a belt drive. I think this is a direct drive for the spindle, and this stepper motor. I think there's actually a mechanical linkage to the head, so it's all good. It's a bit weird. It's a bit retro. That's what we like. See you next time. Cheers. Oh, I should just ask if anyone has any ideas on what I can do with these drives, and let me know. I'm obviously going to try and restore the unit and get it working, but that's, you know, that is a forlorn hope possibly. But maybe there's another use for them. I don't know. So on the chat, or on the web rather, somebody was saying that maybe it could be used by an Apple Mac. I don't think so, because they have a variable speed, so the actual the encoding is different based on the location you are on the disc. So as it goes up and down on the disc, it actually changes speed. I'm not sure this is compatible with that. They were quite special drives, but it would be cool if they were. But maybe there's another use for them. Maybe they're in test equipment or whatever. I've not a format I've come across before. But yeah, all good. All weird, but all good. See you later. Cheers.